Hello, everyone. I'm excited to have Paul Houle join us, who's our VP of Customer Success. Paul, welcome to the Greatest of All Teams series. Excited to have you share with us a bit about you and about your group. So tell us about yourself personally. Where are you from, and how'd you get involved with Deem?
Yeah, absolutely. So, John, I'm born and raised in New Hampshire. I've lived all over the country, moved mostly for advancement with companies, different positions that I've taken. I've spent actually the last 20 years working remotely. So the whole COVID scenario hasn't changed my work environment. I've done it for 20 years working for SaaS organizations. And I joined Deem 6 years ago. So my entire experience in travel is with Deem over the past 6 years. And that's how I got to where I am today.
So tell us about what's unique about Deem's customer support and customer success group. What have you brought to that to create a unique organization? I know our customers love what your team does, and it's a high point of our interaction with them. But from your perspective, what's unique about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So I manage the professional services, customer support, training, and documentation teams here at Deem. And there's a lot that differentiates us, but let's start with the experience. There's over 400 years of travel experience within these teams. The other thing is we're very easy to work with, and everybody knows people like to do business with people they like. So we're extremely responsive. We build strong relationships. We have strong processes, and we're really there to help every step of the way. And then there's other things, online tools that we've created like Help Me that further assist our customers as they go along. But the biggest and key thing is that people like doing business with us, and we're there to help.
Exactly. I think that I've always sort of felt that software, like a great wine, is sort of never done. It just gets better. And what your team has done is really helped our customers deal with challenges that arise occasionally with software, and so we can get things repaired and get features enhanced, which we do pretty quickly, but still having your team fill in, if you will, in that regard has been really helpful, because I think our customers recognize that if the software's getting better over time, you're helping fill in and make it work extraordinarily well as it is today. So.
Absolutely. And you mentioned a good point, John, right? So as we enhance the solution and provide them more functionality that they've been asking for, there's some change management that's involved in that, and we're there to train them on it, make sure they understand what the changes are. We effectively communicate it out to both our partners and our customers so that the end users are well aware of what's coming and how it'll work long before we make it available to them.
Exactly. So what do you think is the biggest challenge today for travel managers, who are those that sort of end up making key decisions about what software to use for the travelers? And then how does your team help travel managers overcome those challenges?
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest challenge that I see is typically around adoption. So, in order for the travelers to abide by the policies and make their bookings online, it has to be stable, has to be easy to use, has to provide them the content that they're looking for, and they need to know how to use it. Again, software should be easy to use, and we do everything we can to make it easier and easier with every release. But there are moments where you have infrequent travelers that haven't done something in a while, so we provide additional training, but we also have online tools like Help Me that walk them through that piece of functionality. So they feel like, hey, who do I contact? I need to contact to help me do this. It's very easy and straightforward for them to help themselves, which is, and so in line with that too, John, increasing adoption, we help support them. Everything from deploying them to training them to handing them off to customer service and supporting them long term. So we're there, they know who to contact, they have named resources on the customer support team, which is also a big difference between the competition. They become familiar with the resource they work with, that resource knows their account inside and out. There's backup resources that also learn their account, so if there's vacation matters or rent of any kind, there's somebody there to help them at any time, 7 by 24.
Exactly. And so the adoption is sort of a measure of how many people in the travel program do online transactions. But the thing that we tend to look at, as you know, is what we refer to as engagement, which is it's easy to sign up to use the tool. And if people are signed up to use it, but they're not really using it, they're sending emails to their travel management company, or they're making phone calls to the travel manager. Our view is make the phone ring not at all. And so to the extent that the travelers can self-support, they cannot call the travel manager, because travel managers now got more on their plate than they ever have before. Travel management companies have fewer resources than before. So the more we can sort of make this a consumer-like frictionless experience, the better. And your team would help me and others has the ability now to think about, okay, we're often getting this kind of a question on engagement, where the tool's not engaging in the right way with the traveler. Let's change the software to make it work better, which is a great feedback.
Continuous improvement, as you know, we're really good at listening. I always say that listening is lost art. We're very good listeners, and we take that information and feedback back to the appropriate departments internal to Deem, so that, again, we're continuously evolving the product to be easier, meet all their needs and requirements, make sure they're staying within the travel management program. The more we can get travelers to do that, the less work it is for everybody.
Exactly right. So just in closing, Paul, what's most exciting to you about Deem? Why are you excited by Deem and what we're doing going forward?
Yeah, absolutely. We always talk about transforming travel. That has always been the attraction for me here at Deem. And I want to make a difference in everything that I do. And now being part of the enterprise family, we're well positioned to be that positive disruptor that we've always wanted to be. And I'm just thankful to play a role in that, whatever that looks like.
Well, we're grateful that you're on the team, and your team is doing great work helping our customers be successful. And our hope is that soon the pandemic will begin to wane, and we'll be getting on airplanes and visiting and traveling again, and building in a lot of this technology to give people safety and comfort and data around their trips so they're comfortable traveling as well. So appreciate all the help, Paul. Great work, and thanks a lot. Great interview. Talk to you soon.